With us now is Kellyanne Conway, counselor to President-elect Trump and his former campaign manager. Welcome.
Good morning.
So here you have Mr. Clapper saying there's a difference between skepticism and disparagement. Questions that are being asked, is the president-elect questioning the credibility of the intelligence agencies, and is that going to lead to a strained relationship and hurt morale? So the question people want to know in the end is, what is the president-elect is trying to do?
Charlie, President-elect Trump has great respect for the intelligence community. We're very happy that the top intelligence officials will be here at Trump Tower today to give their own briefing to the president-elect. What's disappointing is having leaks in the media before we actually have a report on the alleged hacking. And it's been very confounding to us, and certainly to the president-elect, why this report, if it wasn't prepared until yesterday, why operatives were expelled, why punishment preceded actual conclusions. And I would remind us all what happened in yesterday's hearing. Clapper and Rogers also admitted that this country is way behind the curve when it comes to cybersecurity. We should all share an interest in improving that. They also made clear that, and we saw an FBI report yesterday to CNN, that the FBI asked the DNC to take a look at its server, and they were rebuffed. The DNC refused to do that. And so that's why they were hacked. One thing I want to say is let's not conflate the two things, that the respect for the intelligence community and the intelligence and security team that the president-elect has assembled for his administration is solid, and he works with them daily. Secondly, let's hear what's in the briefing today. Let the president-elect see the information, but the president himself just received the report this week.
Does his intelligence officials, the president-elect intelligence officials, believe that the Russians did not hack?
Does his intelligence officials believe that?
Yes, those that are advising him, do they believe that the Russians are not behind the hacking?
I have not been in those briefings, and the fact of the matter is very simple. We do not want any foreign government to interfere in this country. And with what its people are doing, cybersecurity is a very serious issue to this administration. But at the same time, let's wait until the president-elect receives the briefing of this fresh new material. It seems like the ink hasn't even dried yet.
He didn't wait to receive the briefing before he expressed doubt about the conclusions.
And Nora, part of that is because, as you know, maybe not on this TV set, but in many places, including in some of the clips you showed, people want a lot of America to believe that Russian hacking influenced the election results. Vladimir Putin did not discourage Hillary Clinton from competing in Wisconsin and Macomb County, Michigan. It's really unfair, and it actually is unproven, and it will be unproven, that what Russia did or did not do affected the election results. And let's ask ourselves a very simple question. Why would Russia want Donald Trump to win the presidency here? Donald Trump has promised to modernize our nuclear capability. He wants to increase the defense budget, and he wants more oil and gas exploration. Why would Russia want any of that? It'll damage its economy.
He seems to have said favorable things about Vladimir Putin, but he also seems to endorse what Julian Assange has said about the leaks over what the intelligence community is saying. I think that's very troubling. That didn't come from leaks. That came from Donald Trump's tweet. So people are basing it on that.
But I don't think he's putting one above the other. I think he's saying, let's look at all of the information together. That's why we had hearings yesterday on Capitol Hill. That's why the President Obama himself is just receiving this information. Look, I think when people go back to the President Obama's legacy, they're not going to look at it as I was a tough guy against Vladimir Putin because I expelled 35 Russian operatives in the waning days. Why did President Obama simply say to President Putin last summer, quote, knock it off?
Then why did Donald Trump speak out, Kellyanne, before he got the report on Twitter?
What he's speaking out is what he's saying is that he can't agree with the rush to judgment that's occurring in the press. We don't have those. Many of the CIA.
This is not a rush to judgment in the press. This is, in fact, the testimony of intelligence officials before the Congress yesterday.
But Charlie, they've been saying it for weeks.
Not a rush by the press.
They've been saying it for weeks.
Intelligence officials.
That just said, you're absolutely right. I agree with you. It happened yesterday. So why last week did the president expel these operatives? Why for weeks have the Team Clinton been grasping at anything they can to explain her disastrous loss?
What's necessary for Donald Trump to believe that what the intelligence officials believe, that the Russians have been hacking? That's a very serious national security concern for intelligence people advising the president.
And let me repeat. President-elect Trump and his administration are against any foreign interference from any government.
And if they find evidence of that, what will they do? What will he do?
Well, we'll see. He gets the briefing today. I don't want to do what others have done, which is presuppose a result and a conclusion and then the action. But respect him in this way. He'll get the information, then he'll take action.
Can I ask you just a quick a quick question. I understand now that the president-elect is asking Congress and taxpayers to pay for the wall, not Mexico. Is he going back on a campaign promise?
No, Nora, what we understand is nothing has changed from our perspective. Congress is taking it on themselves to explore different options to pay for the wall. But from our perspective, nothing has changed. Obviously, we respect federalism, and if Congress is trying to find different ways to fund this project that is a top priority to President Trump, then they should do that.
Kellyanne Conway.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much.
See you.